There could be a baby in me right now. I could be pregnant right now. So what do you mean you didn't say you want a baby with me? So Jimmy Spanga.
Yes. Okay, then after the little therapy session with Pastor X, I know he watches our content. Hi, Pastor. Hey. We move from there. We move to what? The men's conference. Now it's girls' night. It's
catching
boys' night. Catch up with your
spouses.
Yeah, stressless.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, you guys, you know, these women, these men. Oh my gosh! So they get together. The men get to whiskey tasting. And Nkuleko's like, damn.
Firstly, Nkuleko, those glasses.
Zaza. You think this as a boy? Yeah? I love it.
You know
matching
like,
with the suit.
Yes, you know what it look like?
What?
you know like when we were kids.
Stop it.
You know when we were kids?
Stop it.
And like we'd go to the cinema.
You're rude. Because that man was swanking.
You go to the cinema and you get those glasses.
Her?
And then like, you know, like you're like kisses. So you take those things out and then like now they look like, what do we call them? Like nerdy glasses.
Nerdy glasses.
Yeah, that's what it gave.
And like they make you look smart.
That's what it gave.
Love him down for that.
Love him. Chrissy.
He was giving OOTD. But he's like, damn, like, y'all, do you guys see what I'm saying? Tebo is going through everything right now, bro. The man was drinking my whiskey. Like,
and he really did. He took them and poured them in his own glass.
In that moment, I kept thinking, actor, and scene. Because was he not performing? Like, he wanted them to talk about him.
Yes.
He wanted
everyone to know that he's going through something. Yes.
And then even at the end where he says, Elisa gave them content for Pillow Talk tonight.
I wanted to throw up. I wanted to throw up because what are you saying? Also, in like, because as the guy was like explaining, like,
yes, doesn't give a fuck, bruh.
Bored out of his mind. He's thinking like, get the talking out of the way. Like, let's get to the drinking.
My thing is that's also disrespectful because this person was paid to come and give you guys an experience. And for me, it's like if you cannot, we've seen this on reality TV. They do the experiences, they do whatever, and then they talk after, right? And for me, it was giving you disrespecting us, you're disrespecting this platform and how we've structured it as reality TV. Because you know that it's part of your job, it's part of your contract to sit through these things and have e-whiskey session because someone's advertising their business here. You don't know what our deal with this person is. Real. And I was just like, this is so disrespectful because like when the whiskey tasting Tepo is choosing to make this about him. Like, I barely heard that whiskey guy speak. Barely.
They could have just went to a restaurant, ordered a bottle of whiskey.
Honestly, because what was the experience for? And he ruined it for other people.
Yes, he did.
That was my other thing. He did. Like, fine when I Tepo Aufuni, then arrive late or something. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, why are you ruining our experience? Yeah. Because Bongani, whatever, like, Kulaka was the only one who's cackling. But Bongani and thing were like, damn, we just wanna, can we take a sip, bro? Like, can we have a drink or something? And even like, I just think we like just in general. So I think he was just kicky, but I'm sure he would have also liked the experience. Real. But I just felt like he's so rude and he's making it about himself. But anyways, how did you feel about that whole situation? Situation of him being like, you know what, gents, I'm pissed off and I'm done.
When there was a part, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was even a point where I think Bongani was like, and you're not even wearing your wedding ring. And he's like, a wedding ring represents people who are happily married.
Happy.
So obviously he's not.
Happy.
Read in between the lines. Read the subtext. You know what, guys? Tepo is really starting to flipping annoy me. Like, he's annoying me.
He's annoying.
I don't know. Like, a part of me just feels like he has narcissistic tendencies.
100%.
Like, everything needs to be about him. Everything is boo-hoo, Tepo. That time, like, the marriage falling apart, it started because of him and his cheating. Yeah. And I think I even wrote down in my notes, I was like, did I miss something?
Really?
Because I'm like, Tepo, all of a sudden now the thing has shifted completely. The whole reason that this marriage has turned upside down is because of Ubalisa. Ubalisa left. Ubalisa didn't sleep at home.
Ubalisa. I don't know where Ubalisa went. I don't know where Ubalisa went.
And then I think even Ubalisa
now trying to make it seem like Ubalisa's a whore.
Yes. That's what he's doing. Guys, I need people to start seeing that this man is trying to paint a picture of Ubalisa.
And he's working.
And it's working. And it is working. So I need people to start opening their eyes. I was so bored. And I feel like even those men were just like playing into this whole narrative. Yeah. But I need that man to grow a pair.
Honestly.
Grow a pair.
Honestly.
So it's like, everyone is also having their own issues in their marriage, but you're not seeing them wearing that on their faces.
I wanted to say that. I wanted to say, damn, people didn't even know if they should go next or not.
Yes.
Should we even speak about our marriages?
Like what?
Should we? Are we allowed to?
Them asking Bangani about the whole sex thing.
Oh, Sana, Obangani is like, not everything's about sex. They said, are you having sex? He said, no. They're like, okay,
no wonder.
Makes sense.
I'm afraid they kind of ate that.
They did eat that. That's a perv. Personally, I said, ooh, raw.
And then Bangani like, you should be asking me if I'm happy.
Yes.
You should be asking me
if I'm receiving intimacy on the level that I want. I said, yo, my brother, you
said every man that's not having sex. Like
you're feeding more into the storyline. Just hush it. Girls were in, they were in it, as in their panties as well, because they kept talking about their coochies.
Guys, firstly, I did not appreciate the fact that the men were able to go whiskey tasting
and the girls
they were outside and the girls were indoors, like boring.
It's no bad.
But anyways, they go and I think they were at NELISA's place.
Yes. No. They were at Palisa's place because at the end, Makoto stays with Palisa and then Makoto leaves.
Okay, sure. So they're at Palisa's place. Ladies all arrived. And they're like, oh my gosh, guys, it's disgusting.
Ladies!
Guys, how was everything? Like, how did it go? Obviously, NELISA goes first and she's like, oh my gosh, guys, they're so nice. They're so welcoming. They're so nice.
Like, best thing ever.
Having a good time. And then one of, I don't know whether it was, oh yes, it was Palisa. She was like, so did you know about your man going on a vacation with
his baby mama?
And she's like, that's news to me.
I love that part. But she said, that's news to me. And then she said, what else do you know?
And they're like, what about his card? The fact that that's his card and has a key to his house.
And I love NELISA because my girl's an optimistic babe. Hashtag positive. Hashtag I got it. She says, no. This man, okay, the vacation part, she completely ignores it. But then she says, no, but the card. The thing is the type of man her man is, because that's a good man, Savannah. The type of man her man is that he doesn't want, like, the up and down of, like, sending money. Like, because money is so hard to send nowadays.
Of course.
It's physically goes to bank and stuff to go and send someone money.
Because an e-wallet does not exist. Or even account numbers.
Immediate payments. It's not a thing. We're still living in a days. We have to like physically get up, withdraw the money, go to the bank, and send it to vendor. And she's like, no. So my man, because he's a good man, he's like, no, just take the card. It makes it easier. It makes it so much easier.
And there's a limit on this
card. And there's a limit. So you know the limit is maybe like 10,000. So you know you have to do what you got to do with the 10,000. And when it's finished, it's finished. You know what I mean? But that's her man because he's a good man. And at the end of the day, when it comes to boundaries, the thing is, he had peace jobs.
What are peace jobs? I love when they ask that. What are peace jobs?
No, it's like people. How do I explain? It's like when not serious people in the life, like in his life. So he didn't have someone stable like me. So there was no boundaries. Do you understand? Are you catching what I'm doing?
I don't.
Well, she understood, and she was happy with that. And then she goes ahead and calls Makoto like miserable, basically.
Yes.
She's like, Makoto negative.
I don't know what Makoto was like explaining to her, and then she was
like, Makoto's basically saying, look into that.
She's like, but that's how you would do it.
Yes.
That's how you would do it. But me and my man.
Oh, you know what? Makoto talk about e-wallet.
Yes. Like, no, but that's what you would do. You would send an e-wallet. Like, me and my man.
As for me and my home, we will praise the Lord. That's what she said.
She's gonna get the card, and that's okay because I'm okay with that because that's the dynamic that they have.
Exactly.
And I'm an understanding babe. I'm an understanding wife, and that's okay, babe.
That's what a good man does. A good man provides. A good man gives his ex-wife a card.
And what was sad to watch was these women literally looking at NELISA and thinking, what?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Dumbass.
That was all I kept thinking. I was like, I'd be damned if I'm sitting in a room with 4 women in there. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, my man. Defending. And firstly, for me, I kept thinking, is NELISA not worried that there's so much like yappa happening
about her man
behind her back? That's concerning. Like, that's concerning my babe, that other people's wives know that he takes people on vacation and cards and whatever. She's not concerned about that. No. She's sitting and she's vouching for that man. And these women get to a point where they all just stare at her like she's stupid.
At some point, I think Upanisa was sitting like this.
And here's my favorite thing. She took a sip of that wine.
Yeah.
Yes. She says,
Unelisa, you know what I'm trying to honestly understand about her. I'm genuinely trying to understand this thing of her defending this man and failing to see him for who he is.
Yeah.
Is she genuinely defending him because she's like, that's my man and I don't want to like bash my man
in front
public,
of people, which makes sense.
but in private I'm going to actually question him?
For her, she's fight for her marriage, right? So I kept thinking, okay, perhaps she means like I'm gonna fight for it, but like I'm gonna adjust things and so forth and so on. But in this whole journey, Unelisa has not questioned her man.
Oh no.
Like, questioning is not something she's done. No. She literally takes what she receives
and runs with it.
Like, she takes what she receives and she believes him. That's my favorite thing. She believes that man.
That's her man. That's
whether things make sense or not, she's on it. Like, she's like, got it, babe. Like, down. Like, and I keep thinking, okay, we then move now to Balisa's turn, and my girl was invested in everybody else's story. She's like, damn, this is kind of the end of the Makoti series because I didn't go. Okay, grand.
Also, wait, is it just me? But like the entire time Balisa was speaking, or like not even speaking, the entire time she was just there interacting with the ladies. Like, she looked so mad. Like, she looked so done. Like, she's like...
Yeah.
Like, she was DONE. Like, she didn't want to be there. She didn't want to listen to their stories.
It was definitely in her contract.
Yeah, she knows that I have to be
like
there.
I have to.
But
so she explains that, ladies, and then explains the fact that the baby thing, that this man wanted a baby, then checks out. Everyone is like, what the hell? Like, what? And then she basically now is getting to his character that, no, but he has a questionable character because why did this man call Umakoto a H? Nkola is Ferbs. And all the ladies are like, what? Actually, so that's concerning to me because that speaks a lot about his character. At first, I kept thinking, when? How? Why? Like, a lot of questions were in my head because we already hated her at this point.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, damn, he hates her that much?
Yes.
That much?
Yes.
That's how much he hates her? To call her a H word? I was like, Aibo, not you calling me.
And they kept saying
a busy woman.
They kept saying
Yosana.
And my thing is, Utepo, I don't understand Umazalapi Umakoto for him to feel like he can say that. Like, the only interaction that we saw on camera was the interaction at the group dinner. And then he was obviously not impressed with the things that Umakoto was saying about her sex life with her husband. But that still does not give him the right to say that.
You could have just been like, yo, I don't like her, bro. I don't like I don't know, I don't like the way she spoke about their sex life. I don't like the way that she spoke about Guliko's manhood or whatever. But to call her a whore is a bit extreme.
It's very extreme.
And for me, I was like, I will sat with that. But anyway, we get shocked value. We're gonna come back to the whore thing because they have dinner by the same time. But we're still shocked. We're like, damn, and we're thinking it surely cannot get worse. She's done telling us about her little,
Yes.
Then she says no, because was it Makoto or was it Balisa, who was like, why did he say, I think it was maybe Balisa herself, why did she say Balisa without makeup? Have you seen her without makeup?
My jaw was on the floor. My jaw was on the floor. Because what do you mean? Firstly, do you understand that for Makoto to know this, that means that he said this to the guys.
Yes.
So like he was just sharing or sharing his wife on some.
Yes.
Guys, Ningamboni ain't got too dolled up. You should see her in
Don't
the morning.
You ever look at my wife and
see her in the morning.
Don't ever look at my wife and think, oh, you lucky. Where? What? Yes.
That's so embarrassing.
L'Oreal.
Yardley.
Essence. That's what's on her face. Not beauty. I kept thinking, Balisa has been holding it a lot. Because what is this? Then Balisa is like, no, because, she's passionate, obviously, she's a bit upset. And she says, because, I don't say anything about
dealing with his naked body.
I said, what? Now, that part, personally, I feel was justified. I do think it was justified. I'm so sorry if you guys thought I'm about to talk about body shaming and whatever. I'm gonna get to that, but for this, I'm specifically not talking about Palisa. I support her 100%.
Because I think at some point, there was even a point after she said that, she was even like, at the end of the day, guys, we can all say mean things about each other. We can. But
you're not perfect.
Just because I'm quiet and you're saying mean things to me does not mean I don't have anything to say about you. There's a lot I could say, but I'm choosing to be nice.
I'm choosing to be graceful.
To keep it together.
I'm choosing to still like you.
But you're pushing my buttons.
You keep pushing me.
You keep pushing me.
You keep trying me. So, Obalisa, justified, babe. I believe that if a man comes to a woman one time, like just one slap, hit him with 10 back. That's my opinion. That's how I see things. At that point, once you have called me ugly, I fear I can go into anything. I can now talk about anything. That's me. There's no line anymore. If I'm ugly, surely I can say whatever the F I want, because it's not like you're going to be with me. Real. Is it? So for me, even when she said, I said, fuck yes. Get into it, baby. You can even talk about anything else. You can get into anything else. I give you the permission. Now where I get thrown off and I'm like, I will stop the worst. As the ladies are obviously encouraging Paris and versus like, yeah, man, fuck that. Uposha's passionate. Uposha girl says, can he see his thing down there? All the ladies pause. All of them. See how they all pause for NELISA? They pause for Portia.
And they're like, what?
My thing was, I get why they paused. It was passion, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of passion coming from this side of the room when the anger should be right here with NELISA. And so everybody's kind of like, and there's even a silence that comes, and she repeats and she says, no, like for real, like, can he see his friend out there? And then the ladies are just like, yeah. And I'm like, exactly, because babe, now she's not talking about him anymore.
No, it's not. She's moving on. It's not about She's
about to talk about her man. She gets passionate. She says, "Nah, mona. Oh, I can't feel the confidence I have." And I don't know what she refers the coochie as, but I'm just gonna say punani. She wants punani yaka. Can you feel like a maka?
Portia.
Now let's run it in. I said because he has not said anything about you.
No.
At this point, now we're talking body shaming. Now we can get to the conclusion of body shaming, because I'm like, yeah, but babe, what was said about you?
Real.
Absolutely nothing. You've been respected this whole process. You have been respected. So what are you on about?
And you see her
what are you about?
That she's tired of his moods. She says,
so I think she sees that. Ladies, they're confused. Like, the ladies need context. Like,
question mark,
yes, everyone is just like, what's going on? She's like, yeah, no, I need to name mood swings. Like, Bongani, like, and then she even tells us in the confessional or whatever, she's like, Bongani is actually harsh. His words are harsh when he doesn't get what he wants. And then that she goes right back again into making it, give me a confident, come in here. I was like, what is happening?
You know what I think? I feel like what I got from her passion and what she was saying is like, I feel like now Bongani is starting to become a lot more vocal about the fact that I want sex. Yes. And like, I understand what she's saying, but like, personally,
that way.
Like, in a marriage, and like, I feel like I've been patient with you, and so I feel like Naya, maybe a part of it is also kind of feeling the pressure to be like, hey, bruh, like, I don't want to give you the sex. You can't even see your man, your friend.
Hence, I think she even left. I feel like she was tired of this man attempting, like, trying to
every night
must end the fight if I don't want. So she said, I'm going to sleep at 9. And I said, that's real. And that's how she lives. My favorite thing is she saw that moment. I don't know how I'm going to get over it. Like, I don't know how I'm going to, like, say anything. So she got up and she started talking about how her mom gave her punani and she can do whatever she wants with it, hugs the ladies
and goes.
And I said, yeah, I would also exit.
I know, same. Because I'm embarrassed.
What do I say after that?
I'm embarrassed.
Also, we won't talk about me. Who's having that discussion? Anyway, she exits the door, leaves.
Yes.
We're left. NELISA also, I guess, takes the cue to be like, oh, let me go. NELISA even she said to Portia that she likes Portia the most out of all the ladies, but damn. She says, Portia, I like Portia more than the other ladies. But yeah, that was wrong. Like I ate her accent up because that's the
No, you always eat it. That's the
game. But point is, both those ladies exit, and then Alisa and Makoto stay. And Pasa's like, you know what, girl? What you need is an apology, and that's what you're going to receive because you deserve an apology. And Makoto's like, period, thank you, babe. But I am nervous, my gosh. And we, of course, moved in to the dinner.
Okay, so fine. Now we're at the dinner, right?
Oh, yes.
So it's a double date.
Is it though?
It's
because we're not dating.
The Mahlagus and Abo Tepo and Vanessa, right? Yes. Sharp, it's cool, it's a vibe. So firstly, I'm confused. I'm like, okay, obviously this dinner was definitely organized by the ladies.
Yes.
Because you know that Tepo hates to see Makoto coming anywhere.
From a mile away.
So they're sitting there. I already knew that Makoto was going to bring up the whole thing, as she should, right? So she brings it up and she's like, Tepo, like, what's the cobra? Like,
what is the context?
You told people, you're telling everyone that I am a whore. So does anyone understand that? And I want you to be able to say it to my face, like, tell me what's going on. Okay, Utepo ke athethe ndayithethayo ba yena, he was talking about Snoop Dogg lyrics ba, can't marry, can't make a don. And then he's like, I didn't say the word, but like it was up to whoever to fill in the blank, right? But it's okay, I apologize for that. I should have never said that. Then what made me mad more than anything, because I loved the energy that Makoto went into.
Yes.
I was like, perfect, like, give it to him, right? And then she goes to her diary session outside, and she's like, no, what I love and appreciate about Tepo is the fact that he can take accountability, and I feel like he should teach that to his friend. And in my head, I was like, maybe my ears aren't working. Maybe the way I think is wrong, but that did not sound like accountability to me.
Or an apology.
It was not.
It just sounded like a man saying he picked, and he basically called you a whore. Not me. Because it was to whoever mattered. And then Umakota even said, okay, fine, if we move from the whore thing, you did then speak about me specifically and say to me, like, and I mean, say about me that I'm disrespectful, I'm this and that and that and that. Because with the whore thing, he sounded like he was shifting it and saying, like, what he said, which was, oh, it was up for them to choose if their wives basically fit in. Married, which is crazy. How could you sit with married men and say you can't make a whore a wife?
The fuck?
For me, if I was sitting in that room, you automatically are talking about my wife. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I take offense because you're saying it in this room and you're saying that and you're throwing it out as advice to us. That's you calling one of our wives whores. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't care to find out who specifically you're talking about. I've already taken offense. And honestly, because fine, she claims he took accountability. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, I'm confused. And then what happens? It becomes now they're fighting.
That's the one thing. Makoto.
I said, yo, babe, journey. Now you're lost on the N1 because I was like, where are we going? Stop the bus. This man hasn't even said sorry. This man hasn't even, like, acknowledged that he was disrespectful. This man hasn't, like, taken the accountability that he needs to, especially for such vile language. He has not. And already you're fighting with your man.
Because you know what another thing is, Balisa, like, Utepo, guys, the truth is that Utepo was not sorry about what he said.
He wasn't.
He's standing on what he said. He believes
he just explained it.
And because at the end of the day, we also need to understand and recognize if he was actually just saying lyrics that people just need to fill in the blanks for, then he would not have a problem with her coming to his house or her being in his car.
Yes.
But he has a problem with it because that's what he believes
yes.
she is. So it's like, he's not sorry for what he said. He's just sorry that they told her about it.
That she found out.
That she found out about it. But outside of that, that's what he believes and that's what he thinks that she is. And that's some people.
Like, and I just was so upset about Makoto, like, making it about Nkulego. I agree with Makoto, in the sense that as your wife, you shouldn't be sitting in a room where people are calling me names and you're comfortable and you're quiet or you're not saying, like, for me, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you were quiet or if you protect or if you didn't, like, you spoke against me, for me it's the same thing. Keeping quiet and agreeing is the same thing to me in that setting. Because if you're quiet, then you're just agreeing with what these people are saying. But if you protect me and you say, not with my wife, then I know, because it's clear that you're saying not with my wife. So I understood that as a wife, like, I would be so hacked if Umtu is sitting and you're my person and you're sitting in a room where people are calling me names like that and you say nothing. The issue is that that's not what they came at the dinner for. They came to the dinner to confront my Utepo. And I feel like Makota should have taken that at home, like home. She should have. And if she did want to, like, make it clear at the table, maybe want to be spicy, she could have said, I'm still going to speak with this one about the fact that I don't feel comfortable with him sitting in rooms and keeping quiet when they're calling me a whore. I'm still going to talk to him about it. But today, I just wanted to talk about why you called me that to begin with. And now they continue fighting. They get to now, he slept with the best friend. And then, Nguleko is like, she's not talking about how they had the best sex in their lives the other day. And then, like, listen, it's going down right now. They are fighting. Palisa says, wow, this is a lot. And I get that. Like, I get that. Because I came here, I brought this man because I feel like he should be taking accountability. And now you guys are fighting.
It's the conversation has shifted to become about you guys and your marriage now. Okay, shut up.
And they're telling them that's my favorite thing. But
yes.
It's not even like the session. Yes, it's not even like, hi baby, when I have he slept with me. So what would you? I said, whoa, these are not the yendes, babe. Because now this is two people who are barely keeping afloat as well. Now they're sitting here
for their own lives.
They're sitting here listening to you guys go off. And I just felt like wrong setting, and you didn't get anything from this. You didn't even get an apology. And honestly speaking, I like at this point I'm like, you're gonna go ask for it again at the reunion. I know it. And at that point I'm gonna be bored because you had a clear opportunity to get that man. And what did you do? And I just felt to myself, damn.
What a waste of time. What a waste of a scene. What
a waste of dinner.
Like what? Like,
what a waste of wine.
Why are we even here? Because it's a repeat. Like, this is just a cycle. Every day.
I was bored.
Nkululeko come onto our screens. We know that a fight is going to happen.
I was so bored. And I feel like Nkululeko should have just kept quiet. Like, because honestly speaking, now you're fighting back. Like, or maybe you could have reminded her that, babe, can we talk about this, like,
at home,
and then.
But then again, Makoto's Makoto, and like, if he said that, she's like, that's the thing with you.
You're fake. You're fake.
When the cameras
are on. And the mess continues for them because we move on and they're sitting in their gowns. Now they're in the bed and Kuleko and Makoto have gowns on. They're hiding. Now, this is how you know you're married now and your marriage is breaking apart. You're in a bed in a gown. Kuning, glasses on, look on.
Yes.
We serious. Yes. We didn't even have time to look cute for the camera. We just said Genan so we can fight. We've been waiting. Genan. Fast. And Nkululeko is like, okay.
Yo.
Alright. So
this is Makoto, by the way.
What's gonna happen now is I'm gonna speak and I ask that you do not disturb me as I speak. I'm gonna speak and then after you speak as soon as I'm done. Is that okay? Okay. So I don't feel comfortable going to Vicksburg.
Vicksburg is Makoto's home, by the way. He needs to go be Umkwenyana now. That time Makoto was at his house. Long skirt, duke on, kettle is boiling, tea making.
Nervous and all.
Nervous, talking to the elders, being respectful. No. You tell me you don't want to go to Vicksburg.
No, I don't want to go to Vicksburg.
You're not comfortable.
I don't want to go to Vicksburg. And the reason I don't want to be going to Vicksburg is that I know my intention is not to continue with you. It's not. Then skip to confessional. I'm not even asking for that much. Men are not asking for that much. They ask for peace and to humble yourself.
What?
Humble myself. Right. Continues to tell her, because it's not right anymore. I don't feel, that what's going on here because you don't value me. When last did you reassure me? I don't even remember. Like, I don't remember when last you reassured me. You understand? Then again, cut to confession. You know, what am I going to say when I get there? What am I going to say when I get there? Like, what I know about Della. I'm thinking, why would you say that?
Because firstly, guys, let's also understand that when Umakoto went to Nkululeko's home, they were still fighting.
They never fine.
They were not 100% great. But do you see Umakoto blabbering about that going on? But Umakoto put that aside. She said, okay, let me put that aside. Let me be nice. Let me be a Makoti. Let me be a wife. So you telling me you can't go to my family and like put our fights aside and actually just kiki and smile and be respectful?
For 5 seconds.
You can't do that.
Actually, no, because what's gonna happen when he gets there is they're gonna ask him about Lobola, and he has absolutely no intention, zero intentions of taking out Lobola, zero. So he has nothing to say to those people. He has nothing. So when I get there, you just fix things with your dad. So your dad, your brother, they're gonna ask me. You're gonna ask me. Then they're gonna ask you. You're not a man marrying a woman in South Africa. Duh. There's nothing else to be asked. What other conversation do you want? Conversations come after the cows. What conversation do you want to happen? So he's just like, yeah. Then he says, I'm just not in it, you know, and that's just that. I would like us to basically end this here. Then of course it's Makoto's turn
to speak.
Finally,
yes,
you know.
He says, "Now you may speak."
Yes,
now you may speak.
You may speak.
What?
Makoto. First, before she speaks, she goes to her confessional, and that's my favorite thing. Hanayona, Chelta Hanayona. Even Kimudisa, okay, now we're married. What's up? Where we gonna stay? Yes. Where we gonna live? He has no plan. I said, period. She said, let's get this out the way. He's not marrying me because he's broke. Okay, let's never think I'm the problem. Moving along. When I went to your family,
we went great.
Matter of fact, we were fighting.
Yep.
Going there.
Yep.
And what did I do? Put my duk, put my cops on, put my long skirt, and I one step at a time, Jordan Sparks into your granny's house to go and do what? And be a Makoti. And now you're telling me you can't go to Vicksburg? You're telling me you can't go to Vicksburg? Diabolical. Then says, and you know what? Lenda between 6. Gonna bring it up again. Because now, when we just had sex, that was the first time in 4 weeks that you actually did something.
Successful sex.
Her labeling it successful sex is my favorite thing. As it was the first time we had successful sex. I had to sit with that. I had to sit with that. And I said, I get this crash out.
Oh my gosh, I get her.
This one that's happening, I fear this crash out. I actually understand. This crash out is the ultimate. She said, I'm so glad we're on the same page. Because I told you this from day 2 that we shouldn't be together. And you wanted to keep going together. I'm so glad today as we wake up, we're on the same page.
Finally.
I said. I kept thinking, a lot is running through that man's heart. Like mine.
I'm afraid.
Because she's eating him for
I was about to say, I'm afraid she ate. Like, I'm afraid she actually ate. I'm like, wait again, guys. What I hate about the situation is also the fact that Umakoto's not even lying when she says that she knew from day 2 that this wasn't gonna work.
She did keep telling us.
She kept repeating herself like, I don't want to do this. I want to leave. I want to da.
Yeah.
And it's almost like when it was her saying it, it's almost like it's null and void. It doesn't matter. But now that he is saying it, now all of a sudden that is the stamp on the paper.
It's over.
But now finally it's over because he said it. What?
Because he's the man of the house at the end of the day. He is the man of the house.
That's crazy to me.
Even when he was like, when you talk about the successful sex in the fight, yes. He's like, when I finally, like, basically when we finally had sex because I said we should have sex, it was great. She didn't tell you guys that I rocked her world. Makoto said, correction, first time in 4 weeks you rocked my world. First time. She was got to saying you're not even in top 3, to be very honest. You're not. It's just that at least you did something. You performed.
My gosh! I'm gonna need them to call it quits now. Because they are wasting our time, they're wasting their own time
and
production's time, because we can clearly see where this is headed. It's been headed in that direction.
You've
all been in denial. So I'm finally glad that they're on the same page. But I think for me, what's in the Nchafisayo is the fact that we saw the trailer for next week and they're still cackling together.
They're at the thingy together, the retreat.
Yes. I'm like,
what is there to retreat when we're not together?
What's going on, guys?
What are we retreating?
I need you guys on the same page.
Like, what are we retreating? And that's my thing. Behind the doors, production is busy saying to them, guys, you contract ET. You have to be together for this amount of time. So even if you're broken up in your mind, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do the couple stuff. You gotta do the couple stuff. Because for me, it doesn't make sense. How are we breaking up today? Tomorrow we had a retreat together.
And you know what, guys? The truth is that Makoto is DONE. Like, she's so done. Like, as Ngululoko is speaking, she can't even look at him. Like, she's on her phone. She's like pissed. So she's boiling inside. But you can tell, like, she's like, I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to
not
keep
this chihuahua barking. She kept thinking it keeps talking. It's bothering me.
I think this episode, these past 2 episodes, were a lot.
Even this episode that we're putting out, as you can see, is a long one.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
There's a lot to digest and there's a lot to take in and speak about. And I can only imagine that going forward, there's still going to be so much more to talk about. I realized,
because I was looking at season 1's episode, I'm like, how many episodes? There are 14. Right now, we are on 7.
Yeah, we're only halfway.
That's what I kept thinking. I said, damn, I feel like I'm at the end at this point. Am I the only one who's feeling like, I felt like, we're at the end. I even wrote the end ? Until I saw that. And I was like, 7 out of 14. Yes, -1 because reunion.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, there's still more.
Damn, guys.
I'm scared. That's all I have to say. I'm scared. And it makes sense why they didn't want them to break up, because they're like halfway through the season. They said, no way. Y'all gotta go to the retreat. You're going to Mpumalanga. I don't even know where it is. I'm just guessing. What is it going? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
Guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. We love you guys.
Bye.